Hi, this is Immigration Attorney Emel Ersan, and I wanted to make a video about asylum and to give you some tips and some updates before any of you apply for asylum. So I have 5 tips. Tip number 1 is please don't apply for asylum just to get a work authorization card or social security number. I see a lot of people applying for asylum because they just want some kind of filing, some kind of ID in the United States. But you need to realize that once you apply for asylum, the rate of losing asylum is right now 58%. So even if you have a really good lawyer, even if you have a really good case, you are more likely than not to lose your asylum case. Tip number 2 is without a lawyer, your denial rate goes up to 91%. So make sure that you do your filing with an attorney, because without an attorney, your chances of losing are 91%. Tip number 3 is if you don't win your asylum case, please realize that you will get a deportation order. So they call it a removal order, but we know what it is. It's an order deporting you from the United States. So if you don't win your asylum case, you're going to get a deportation order. The best that can happen is you might be able to get something called voluntary departure, where you tell the judge that you're going to leave on your own. The judge will give you 120 days. But at the end of a losing asylum case is a deportation or you voluntarily leaving. Tip number 4 is please understand that you cannot reopen a deportation order. What that means is if you lose your case, but you think that maybe somewhere down the line, a couple of years from now, you'll get married and you'll try to get a green card, you cannot get any kind of immigration benefit when there's a deportation order on you. So nothing gets forgiven. So that's also advice for you to make sure and go to all your interviews and all of your immigration hearings. Because if you don't show up, you will get a deportation order signed, even you not being there. And it's very hard to reopen deportation orders. So something that happens along the way is not going to forgive the deportation order. And my 5th tip is asylum is not about the judge feeling bad about your case. It's not about the judge sympathizing with you. A lot of people say to me, well, if I just tell the judge what's happening, if the judge just has a heart, I'll win my asylum. You have to understand that asylum is about the judge checking to see if your situation falls within the rules of asylum. So it's not about the judge feeling bad for you. It's about whether or not your situation falls within the rules of asylum. Now, the only person that can determine that is an experienced immigration attorney. You have to tell them what your situation is and let the attorney tell you whether or not you have a winnable case. These are my tips. So to review, 1, do not apply for asylum just to get a work card. 2, without a lawyer, your chances of losing are 91%. 3, if you don't win your asylum case, remember that you will get a deportation order. 4, make sure you go to all your hearings, because if you get a deportation order, it is very hard to reopen those orders. And number 5 is asylum is not about the judge feeling bad about you. It's about the judge seeing whether or not your case falls within asylum rules. I hope these tips helped. Good luck to all.